Hello and welcome to another video again about particles, but this time with shaders. Okay, so let's get started. As you can see in this little demo, you have particles, here rain particles flowing down, and those get obscured by the obstacles, and this is done in a shader that I will show in a minute. So if you want to try this project, just go to my GitHub through the description and search for this folder here. Yeah, it was quite some effort to put this scene together, for me at least. So if you have any ideas what I could improve, make a comment and let me know. Yeah. So you have a viewport note, and this viewport note renders the children, and those are the things you want to have obscured, like for example your character, as in the example, or your background, I don't know, the ground, walls, and maybe a roof or something, and you want those to obscure the rain from passing through. So how I'm doing it right now is I have this viewport note here, and it gets updated every frame, and it records a shader rectangle which updates the last frame, this looping canvas, you could say, combines it with new rain droplets that spawn at the top, and sends the others a little bit down. You can customize that even, but that's how it works, and over time those droplets fall. And then in this shader, in this canvas shader, in this rectangle, in the viewport, there's also in this shader a little function that checks against other texture that records all of those elements in this other viewport here, and then checks if a particle or like a pixel is inside of some of those objects in this layer, in this texture, and where this is the case, they get deleted, those particles here. And yeah, that's just basically how it works. I think there are some things to discuss because this is not the only solution I found. The other idea is you have this main layer of obstacles again, but then you loop them in this canvas viewport thingy that goes around every frame, and this just means that you can specify a direction for those in this loop, and over time then they maybe get like a trail, and this then can be used to mask some particles, for example. Also quite nice that you commented here, and here this comment here says it, or is like a little bit in this direction if I read it correctly, asking about shields. And yeah, I think that's in some way shielding you from the rain in this case. So let's look at the concrete parameters and the shader a little bit, but yeah, as said, download from the GitHub. Let's start here with the looping shader here, this one at the top, this viewport here. You can of course name them better, please name them better. And you have there this rectangle that's in the viewport here, and this gets looped, and this creates this falling effect. And here in this material, for example, a rain direction, so if you want your rain to go sideways, you can tilt it through the x-axis here, or for example here the degrade of the viewport can be handled. For example, if you have the rain, over time it gets more transparent. You can handle that here for all channels, because this texture of course has a red, green and blue channel. And there are also some other things. Let's just focus for now on the rain things, and then I'll talk maybe a little bit at the end about other things. And that's basically it. There are other parameters, but I think the rain direction is the most important for this rain effect. And if you want to know some other things, maybe there's an update video in the future, or just ask me. So this shader has black values for transparency and blue, red or green for your custom defined behaviors. And to remove them, if you want to, you have, for example, this shader I made here, or make your own. And this is just removing the black values and replacing them with transparent values. And this is simply done by a bias here. That's basically it. We could look in detail into the shader. So basically you just have an updating canvas that's from the last frame. Then you have new colors, you combine them with the canvas. You have some transformations that you maybe do to those new inputs. But then basically this is just the combining step. Not that difficult. You just have your values that you can change from the outside, multiply and add them together with your new colors that you want and the old. So yeah, we can look again at the result of all of this. Yeah, and the rain gets quite nicely obscured by this umbrella here. And yeah, you can just slap some textures and images into your scene here and they will obscure the rain. And for like a little bit of a peek into what's possible or what could be done, I have prepared a little debugging window here, and this just shows another thing I played with at the end. And this red channel, as said, you can choose functionality free for all the channels, and the rain of course spawns at the top here and then goes down. But then for this red one I experimented with the color coming from the center, so maybe where your character is, and then through some maths it propagates outwards. So you just scale the canvas and then over time it spreads. And yeah, I don't know, let me know in the comments what this could be used for. I actually don't thought of any things this could be used for. It also here in this demo shows this degradation value of the colors. So you can see over time, over this looping, the color gets more dark, and you can change that with this value here. Yeah, maybe, yeah, now you can see. And also you can place blocks in this demo. So I don't know, let me know what could be done with this red channel. Thanks for watching, bye.